Yeah, I'm back. Still trying to solve this problem. All right, so we made some good progress. We, we and AI made good progress. Me, AI and I, AI and I made some good progress. Uh, Me, myself, and AI. Yeah, I'm funny. I know. But I think AI is confused. It finally has hit a wall that it can't solve. It's it's something got mangled, and now it's time for me to roll up my sleeves and figure out what the heck got mangled because I don't know, man. I can't figure this out. It feels to me in my head that something's not this complicated. But earlier today, I was working with AI and I got dragged down the rabbit hole. You know, the old AI rabbit hole where you keep saying, it's broken. I'll fix it. It's broken. I'll fix it again. Still broken. Let me try again. Maybe if I do this. Still broken. How about this? Still broken. What if I do this? You already did that. Still broken. it's, that's what it was. It just turned into me going back and forth, going, okay, time to understand that, yeah, we're not getting fixed. So you can see I still got this problem. Now it's repeating all of my pose files, which it's not finding these, so they're not loading correctly. I think part of the problem is that you can see there's 1,000 of them because it's not seeming to be smart enough to actually. It's just, yeah. Look at that. Look at that mess. Just repeatedly going nuts. So let's go see what's going on. We'll start with gateway. Um, so gateway is seeing some stuff. Team image request return status 404. So we're getting a 404 error. Fetching system settings for league. So buck raise pose, lions pose. I think that's not even what they're called. Let's go see what they're called. Lions, 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 lions. Wait a minute, I don't have any lions. What the heck? The island lions aren't still the island lions? What? Wait a minute. I could have swore I used to have the island lions. Do I not have lions anymore? What? What do you mean I don't have any lions anymore? I gotta go figure out what's going on here. Let's make sure I have the right data. What do we got here? FPFM. Nope. Source stats. Hey Nintendo, how you doing, man? I've run into a significant level of AI stupidity, so I've got to roll up my sleeves and just do it myself. Time to time to give AI a break to clear its brain because its brain is no longer functioning. And time for me to reenact my brain. So I do have the Capito Island Lions. Capito Island Lions. So they are Cap or Kai. Capito Island. All right, so I called him Kai. Let's go see if I can find Kai here. This is not really the primary problem here, but I don't know why that didn't. All right, so what? Wait a minute. Where is Kai? All right, who are they called? Did I change their name and not Colts? All right, let's go find the Colts. The Colts. They are the Lions. What the heck? Capito Island Lions. How did I don't know. Ignore me. All right. Let's go. First, let's rerun my thing here. I gotta check a couple of teams, make sure I'm naming them all right. Just because I think I may have named some of them not right. So let's go look at my team names quick. 'Cause I don't want it trying to load players or teams that don't actually exist. So it's not common. It's under leagues and public and characters. Let's see here. Buck Ray. It is Buck Ray? Green Bay Packers. All right, well, it isn't Buck Ray, and there's no S here, so apparently I messed this up. It's Buck Rays, because the Packers have an S in their name. And it's supposed to be like Pengi or Buck Rays. We'll fix that. And I believe I already fixed that here, at least I thought I did. Yes, I did, okay. Let's see, who else? Let's go make sure I've got everybody lined up correctly. We got the Gherkins. I know they are correct, right. The Gherkins. The Gherkins are the Gherkins. I don't even know who are the Gherkins. Oh, okay, I can't see it. My brain's not clicking on the Gherkins. But I know they exist. Gherk, okay. Oh, the Washington Redskins. That's because I don't have the Washington Redskins on this page. That's fine. All right, so that's fine. We have the Clown Labs, which I believe are there. Okay. I got it. I had an issue with some of these guys not being spelled right. I'm just trying to make sure I get them all right. The Joeys, the Hominids, the Giant Canines, Rhinos, Saints, Samurai, Scorned, Snakes, Stone Swat. Make sure they all stay in sync. That's Lizards, Talons, Ravens, Foals, Rhinos, Bears, Bengals. Nope. Bears. Nope. There's no bears. It's roaches, giant canines, clown labs, bad owls, scorned, orioles, buck rays. Just looking for proper spelling, that's all. Making sure they match my my plan design. Vile jocks, sky cats, Drake Lords. Drake Lords? Did I really keep the Drake Lords? I did not think I kept the Drake Lords. But they are Las Vegas, so they won't be in here. And maybe that's a new one I created. The thing is, I'm trying to avoid a bunch of characters that have wings. Because wings are going to be a pain to create on my characters. I just know it. I know it. I'm dreading wings. I don't want wings. I'm not even good at, I don't even know how I'm going to do regular people, much less wings. Wings and tails. Not tails like the ones that come out of their butt, but the ones that their legs are tails. So basically I have to create a whole different model for those characters. So yeah, it's not going to be fun. Ogres. Samurai. Hominids. Snakes. Titan Reapers. Stone Swans, Tankers, Joeys. Okay, I guess we got everybody done right. Alpha Pigs, Street Thugs, Crossfire. The reason I have to check this is because when I created this, it was by import, and I had AI interpret an image, and I noticed that it spelled some of these characters wrong. So some of the cities may even be wrong. I'm gonna have to double check cities later. But for now, we will. I don't know if are they crab bats or should it be crab space bats? I don't know. We'll worry about that later too, but I'm pretty sure that might not be right also. Okay, wait a minute. I have, all right, so something's wrong. I got two sets of Drake Lords. I got the Oakland Raiders and the Las Vegas Raiders. They can't both be Drake Lords. So, yeah, there's that. So, I don't think the Las Vegas Raiders actually have, I don't think I've created a logo for them. The Drake Lords are the Oakland Raiders. Oakland Ray. Oakland Raiders. Okay, yeah, I think that's right. That's not the Drake Lords though, so I don't have the Drake Lords, which is probably going to be a problem. I mean, I don't have the Las Vegas team created yet. The Las Vegas Raiders, which are here, are supposed to be something else. I don't really want to work on this, but I don't want it cluttering my stuff either. It's going to mess with my data. All right, wait. Let's I've got maybe an hour and a half to try to figure this out because that's why I'm kind of feeling pressured. I'm feeling the pressure, man. It's killing me. I want to see my stuff load. It's bugging me that I cannot. I need a word on this that's gonna act like a logo. Las Vegas Raiders. What can we do here? I don't want people like an animal. See, I got it. Then I got to take this, and I got to go all the way over to my anagram thing. Ah, no, it's just too much, man.
To activate Mind Gamer's chat.
No, it's not what I want. No, it's not what I want. Jumble solver. That's the one I want. Let's drop it in here. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. I tried. Sorry, I couldn't do it. Hey, all right, let's see what's a good unique mascot. Grievers? Seasides? Reavers. What would a Reaver be? That's like an undead though, isn't it? Like, or I'm sorry, like I already have Titan Reapers, so I don't know what's a Reaver. Is a Reaver like a Reaper? I don't know. I don't think I want Reapers and Reavers anyway. That's too similar. Something unique though. It's got to be something that's not going to look like everything else. I could do lassies. I don't have any. I was going to make a female team, a female faction where all the characters are female. Lassies would probably be good. Of all the teams, the Oakland Raiders, the tough guy team, turn them all into lassies. I'd probably get some kickback. You turned the Vegas Raiders into lassies, girls. And they're like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, it didn't, wasn't anything personal. And being a Bronco fan, they were like, you did that because you're a Bronco fan. You turned them all into girls. Did you hear about the Broncos today? Oh my gosh. The Broncos, I tell you, I say, it's late. I was trying to get stuff done around the house. And I was like, I got to check to see how my team's doing. I was about ready to turn the game on. Fourth quarter, they're down 19-0. I'm like, what the frick? And at the time, the Giants had the ball. So there was like, I don't know, 14 minutes left, 13 minutes. I don't know what it was. And I was like, 19-0. So I didn't even turn the game on. I was like, stupid Broncos. They just did no offense. Their offense sucks. They're terrible. The defense tries to keep the score down, but they can't do squat. So I come downstairs and I'm kind of browsing a little bit, getting ready to do some work, and I'm looking at some of these TikTok, and I see all these TikToks about the Broncos. I'm like, what the frick? Why are there so many of them? Oh, all right, tell me what happened. Click. And it has this thing that goes, one of the TikToks is, here's their odds of winning. And it's like 5% or 10%, 7%, 4% as it's showing the Giants score go up and up and up. And then all of a sudden, 5%, 10%, 25%, 35%, 80%, 100 and some, 90%. And they're ahead with only like a couple minutes left. Or it wasn't even that. It was like there was like a minute left. And the Giants drive and score to take the lead with like 33 seconds left. And they missed the extra point, so they're only ahead by 2. And they missed the extra point. 33 seconds left. Denver drives to the other end of the field and scores a field goal to win the game, 33-32. I'm like, holy freaking frijoles, man. My team just pulled off a freaking miracle, and I didn't have any faith in them to do it. I mean, to be fair, Denver used to do this stuff all the time. Come back and win games that they were out of. They were like, no chance. They did it a lot when Peyton Manning was around, because Peyton Manning, whatever. They also did it a lot when Elway was the player, and he was just famous for comebacks. He just did it. They'd win by smoke and mirrors. They'd pull off miracles all the time. They just had this magic aura about them. Teams just were never a sure thing for all the time that Elway was there, 16 seasons of Elway. They were always a risk that Denver was going to come back and win. But then they had that post-Elway, pre-Manning time. And to be honest, they won a few comeback games with Manning too in their key years. But even then, the magic wasn't the same, right? They weren't like, you just didn't have that sense that if they fell too far behind, they were going to win. But eventually, when they had the great defense and everything, they were doing it. But that only lasted for a few years, and then bam, they were losing all the time. And that magic was gone. They'd have close games, and they were the ones getting beat at the last minute. And they just couldn't keep it together. And so in my mind, I lost faith. I lost faith in my team's ability to come back from massive devastation, like 19-0 in the fourth quarter. And now I'm kind of regretting not turning the freaking game on and watching them pull off a miracle. What can I say? I mean, that's freaking awesome. Now they're 5-2. Granted, it was the Giants. These are not a good team, but it don't matter. 19 points in football in the fourth quarter, that's a lost game for most people. And have to score, literally, they scored 33 points in the fourth quarter. A 33-point fourth quarter. That's a massive amount of points. That may be one of Denver's most points ever scored in a single quarter kind of game. I don't know what Denver's record is for single points scored in a quarter, but 33 in one quarter. That's and then only winning by 1, but the fact that you had to score 33 and it was all your points. I mean, they had nothing the other points. They were down 13-0 at halftime. Obviously, they had no other points, but yeah, Denver was on. I pulled out some miracles. Now I'm starting to think, all right, there may be some, should I call them the ladies? The Las Vegas Raiders, turn them into the ladies. Oh my gosh. That would, I think lassies would be better. Lassies would be insulting though. Of course, so would ladies, I suppose. Eagles? Should I turn the Raiders into the Eagles? I have too many birds. I have a lot of birds already. I have orioles and owls and what else did I have? I have other birds. I think I have at least 3 different birds. Well, I have the talons, but they're dinosaurs. Eagles. I may have to go with eagles. I don't want another bird. How many birds have I got? I got kind of owls, orioles, sky cats. Oh, that's just more stuff with wings, though. Oh, I'm trying to avoid wings. The drake lords have wings. Crab bats probably have wings. The saints. I don't know if I want to give the saints wings. Can I? Is there a way to do saints without giving them some kind of wings like angels? No. I'm thinking I might have to go with lassies. I'm sorry, Oakland fans or Raiders fans, but there's not a lot of good, unique devils. Yeah, but I already have imps and Scorned, which are also kind of already those kind of characters. I do still have the imps, right? Or did I get rid of the imps? Well, I did get rid of the imps, but imps and I mean, the Scorned are kind of like imps, and then having Drake Lords, and then Reapers. I don't know if I need devils. I feel like devils is. I don't need another evil, demonic kind of character. Any good ones? Come on, I need a name. Any good name. I think I'm going towards lassies. There's no one around to tell me no. It's like, it's not, if there's no one going to tell me to stop, I'm going to do it. They're going to be my girls. I was going to make the saints girls. But if I call them lassies, I don't have to make the saints girls, I guess. Did I even keep the saints? Oh, I did. Senatine Saints Titans. They don't have to be girls, so I can turn them into guys. Let me turn this on just a minute. This is burning my time, my very precious time. I don't like it. Girls, good grief. You could do girls, you could do lassies, you can do, what was it, ladies? Is that what the other one was? There's talent. There's a lot of hints that I should be going with a female a female name. The Las Vegas Raiders. There's girls in there. There's lassies. I think divas was even in there. It's like there's a whole lot of. Yeah, I could do divas, girls, ladies, lassies. I mean, there's just so many girl. I think it's just telling me pick a. Yeah, look, those ladies. And daisies. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, man. Oakland. I think there's a sign above that's telling me that faction is all going to be female. That's my female faction. Divas would be. Now, divas, I can see if I can come up with a good. If I could come up with a good character model for divas, I could see the divas being an interesting football mascot. Or I turn them all into larvae. Larvae would be an interesting mascot too. They look like grubs. I think grubs is even in here. No, no, I guess grubs would not be in here, but still. All right, maybe. I think I might go with divas. I wonder if I can come up with a city name out of the remaining letters for divas. I don't really see a whole lot of other things. I mean, the only other thing is larvae, and I don't think larvae is anymore. It's not. It's not anymore. Now, yeah. All right, let's try it. All right, I'm gonna go with divas. I know it's not great, but I think divas sounds like a football team. If girls were gonna name their team, they would be the divas. So we're gonna take those out. So we got di div. All right, so now I got to come up with a name based out of Las Igasrer. I got how many vowels in there? G-R-E-A G-R-E-A. I could do greasers. But greasers, that would be a hard, I don't know. I don't want to do that. I mean, I could give them all like leather outfits. Whenever they have their helmet off, their hair's all greased up. That'd be kind of funny. Maybe just more humans. I have humans too. I have a lot of humans. But greasers is an option. But I can't. That's not a good name. R-E-G, Regal, A-L. Oops, I didn't take all the letters out. Regal. R-E-G-A-L. Regal. Regalia? Nope. Regalese? So that's Vegas Raiders. Regalese. R-E-G-A-L-E-S. It's not gonna work. Regalese is 2 E's, and I don't have 2 E's left. Oh, it's 3 E's. I only have 2 E's. Dang it. Oh, I hate doing this. Regal. I don't want to do this. It's taking up too much of my time. Ugh. All right. R-E-G-R-E. Let's see. R-E-G-R-E. Regray. Regreasel. Gristle. I can't do it. My brain does not want to make this big of a team. This is just too many letters. My brain's just not seeing it right now. I don't want to do it. Gristle Divas. I got to think of a longer Divas work. I just can't figure out a name because my brain doesn't want to do that right now. My brain wants to go work on the other stuff. So I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna say let's go here. We're gonna call these guys the Divas. Something Divas. Something TBD Divas. We're gonna call these guys TBD. I don't have another option in my head right now, and I don't want to mess with that anymore. All right, so let's go. There's one other thing I want to try to do. We're gonna go ask AI. I have a thing. Let's see. Let's see here. We're gonna go to my team images, and we're gonna go down to my lizards. I'm gonna upload to extra large icons. I'm gonna upload this guy, and these are the Las Vegas Raiders, who are silver and black. Using uniform, using the same art and coloring style. But not merging this image. I need another football character.
Forum at 23 says, surprised face.
What are you what's you surprised about? I need another football character. Nope. Wearing silver jersey. And silver football pants. This character should be in chibi form, and they are called the Divas. So create me a character wearing create me a football character that is female that fits the
23 says, and dot in.
that is female that fits the diva persona and my criteria and my style criteria. Let's see if it can do this. A chibi football diva in silver and black. Let's see what it comes up with. It's coming. I thought I was really close to getting my stuff loading, but I've been running into some issues. Wrong kind of helmet. Right now, it's okay, but the helmet's broken. That's not a football helmet. I don't know what that is. It's like a bicycle helmet. Might even be too cartoony of a face, but we'll give it a chance. Hasn't finished drawing. Actually not bad, honestly. But the face mask, obviously, it gets the face mask broken. That's actually not a bad character. If it could fix the face mask. And that's silver, I guess. I do. Honestly, I do kind of like it. It's actually not bad. Save it, but I'm gonna have it see if I'm gonna see if it can fix the face mask because I don't like the face mask. Can you fix the helmet face mask so it goes all the way across? Remove the name from her jersey and put who's a good oh gosh, darn it, I can't do that. Most popular raider from 2009. Zach Miller? The wide receivers with the most yards were, however, the team's first round pick, Darius Hayward Bay, was highly discussed. Huh. Really? It's not very many good names. I need numbers. No, I'll just pick a player name. I don't care. Yeah, 2009, blah, 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 blah. Roster. Jamarcus Russell? Was that Jamarcus Russell? I'll say 24. Oh, they had Michael Bush back then? I guess he didn't have a great year. But I remember Michael Bush. He was pretty good. Who else? Anybody else on here that looks interesting to me? Alright, we'll go with Michael Bush, 25. Nobody's going to remember who he was, but whatever. Remove the name from her jersey and put number 25. Otherwise, looks good. So I would say when I release this game, and if I actually do have a female faction such as this, those Las Vegas Raiders fans who figure out that they're the Las Vegas Raiders and all the players that are getting converted to that team, they're gonna be like, what the heck? Why did you turn our team into a bunch of girls? It's really not. It's the faction. So most will not be. It's just who drafted them. So every player's character is based on who drafted them. So I don't know. I mean, it won't be. Oh, they darkened her eyebrows. That's all. Oh, so what's it doing? How's it wrecking this character? Sometimes it wrecks it when it rebuilds it, but it did darken her eyebrows. So I don't know if that's good. Can you fix the helmet face mask so it goes all the way across? Remove the name from her jersey and put the number 25. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. And this is just like a, oh, I guess that's not too bad. Gave her a little more aggressive look. I kind of like that. All right, we'll call it with that. Once this finishes, I'm good. Now let's get back to work. I can get rid of the divas. It's something TBD divas because I haven't decided what the city name's going to be. I haven't got that far. One thing at a time. I don't even have a logo for the divas. What I should probably do is something. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Don't know. Come on, finish up. Taking my time. I've only got maybe an hour to get my to try to get this thing working. I'm still struggling to get this. Oh, give her black these. Okay, it looks good. Good job, AI. You did a pretty good job on that one. That's not bad. All right, let's see, new folder. Las Vegas. Oh wait, no. They are called the, I don't know, something divas. Raiders. And home, we'll call them 32. Because I don't know. It's certainly not 32. And then we'll go in here. We're going to say divas pose.png. And then we're going to go back over here. Go back to, I don't know why I did that really. I didn't need to. Especially since I don't even have a team name, but I can't, my brain is not in that mode right now, and I gotta. Alright, divas pose. Alright, so we're good with that. We're gonna close that. And close that. Back to work. Alright, so current problem. I'm getting a bunch of 404 errors with all of my data loads, and AI cannot figure it out for its life. Which means I have to go figure it out. Which means I have to say, screw you, AI, time for me to take over and fix this problem myself. Alright, so failed to load character pose for blah blah blah. Alright, so it did take me to the correct line. So let's go up here to the start of this thing. Load character pose. We're going to go see what it came up with. We are currently attached, so we're good there. And run. Let's see if I can figure this thing out before I go to bed. This is just getting the objects load. Because you see I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff. How many, in letting that run, how many we got? 233. Oh, man, I got to get rid of some of that. I got so much clutter in my console. I need to get rid of some of that. All right. So, F10. Let's see what we got here. Fetch league settings. What did league settings come back with? Let's go look. Activation, Draw view. What did it return? Settings. Result, Ace and Case, creation options, exception, ID, name, cancellation, pending, status, waiting for activation, status. Not yet computed. What? Base. ID, status. I don't, this is like, is this coming back with anything? This is, I don't think this is coming back with anything. Go to definition. Okay. It is called league settings. Go to definition. Successfully fetch system settings. Yeah, something's not right here. Or did I not let it run? Nope, I let it run. Alright, so that's not going to work. I think the problem is already found, or at least the location of the problem, because this is return null. We're already blown up. Did not work. Fetch system settings. Alright, so now we're in here. Successfully fetch system settings. What is the base URL for this? Images, teams, logos, view. Alright, so that's what we're trying to get. It's not getting though. So if that, oh, is that not, oh, it's not returning the settings. Is it just returning the path? Oh, there, oh, it is both of them. Okay. Images, teams, characters, images, teams, logos, and it is in league settings. Okay, so we, those are just returning the actual paths, which I have to get the data. So we're, okay, maybe we're okay for now. Build the character pose URL. All right, so this is kind of not working. Let's go see what we got. Pose file name, sanitized mascot. I don't know what the heck. What does it think the mascot is? Team code. See, it's putting this in. That's already wrong. Lizards. Oh, did it? That's not what it's supposed to be. What the heck? Where's it getting team code from? Load character. Okay, that's not what I expected. Start coroutine. I hate coroutines, by the way. Coroutines are bad. I hate coroutines. Coroutines is a call to a, it's like a call to a function call to a function. It's just no, it's not a good way to do it. But I've told it to stop doing that, but it keeps doing it anyway. Right now, I don't want to mess. I don't want to change it, but I'm gonna fix. I'll have to fix it later. I keep getting rid of those coroutines, but it keeps coming back to haunt me. So this must be the load character pose, and oh, that's okay. So that's the one it's calling, and it's iterating through all of the codes. I don't know why they're called team codes. Oh, they're being called from something. Yeah, that's being called from even higher up. Where else is this being called from? Dang gummit. All right, so team code. See, we have team code and game mascot. Why? Image loader. Yeah, there's something wonky going on here. Load team pose image. And it's coming from, it's being called from somewhere else too. They're all passing in team code. Team code is passing in, it's, I don't know why. Why doesn't it just say? Oh, this is not good. So that's right. This is supposed to be using game mascot, but that's only on the progress bar. How come this guy's using this thing? Which is what? Something passed in from this thing. Ugh. Boo. And this guy is being called from something else, which is passing team code into configure player. So many layers of garbage. Oh, I'm sorry, AI. I should not have let you do this. This is so many layers. It's hurting my, it's hurting me. I'm physically feeling pain. Ah! It's hurting me. I let it go down the rabbit hole, and in doing so, I have tortured myself into regretting it. Now I've got to figure out how to untangle this mess. Yeah. Darn me. Why do you let yourself do this to yourself, Ken? Ugh. I gotta fix this thing here. When you see a mess like this, the problem is now you've got to go back and totally iron it out and figure out where it starts and how to undo it. That's the problem. When you dig a hole this deep, I've got too many things trying to do too many things, calling the same things, and that's why stuff is tripping up. I've got load team pose image, which is fine. I got to pass in a team code, but the team code cannot be the mascot. It should be called a mascot. So if I'm calling a mascot and I'm using a mascot, I can't just keep going down this path of continuing to go to the next thing. So what is the call stack? How did I get where I'm at? Oh, see, I can't even. So this is where I'm at. Where did we come from? This is image loader. So we did get called from the image loader. So it's an instance of whatever's happening with the image loader stuff. So whatever's calling this guy is like this guy. Is that the one that's being called? Load a character's pose texture asynchronously. Something's calling this because it's passing in a team code. And this should not be a team code. Load character pose internally. And why? What are we loading? Image loader. What are we loading at this point? All right, so we've uploaded all the data locally. All right, so this is just us pulling all of the team characters into memory, I believe. So let's clear this up. I'm just gonna say keep whatever, because I don't have. Let's create a new account, a new space. Okay, agent ask. Okay. Nothing you have done has worked to fix the 404 errors. So I need a call stack. I don't think that's even going to work. All right, so let's. If I just go back and let's go find them all. There's only two. So we have the start coroutine and this function. So this is the only place this is being called. And we're passing in sanitized mascot in here. So why are we sanitizing it again? That doesn't make sense. There's sanitized mascot here, and it's passing in a sanitized mascot. So why are we passing it in twice? Okay, so that's already redundant, but I could take that out. Load character pose, because I kind of would like to have it just happen once. Fixed has worked. Fix. The loading issues. So just tell me what is this trying to do here? Because this guy, fetch system settings, fetch league settings. That goes and gets the league settings value, and then we're loading this. So load character position. All right, let's not complain. Let's just do this. Explain this function. Is it trying to? Is this the function that is loading all the assets into the application, into the local application source, so we don't have to keep going back to the source. I think it is. I think it's the one, but I'm not sure exactly what it's. Well, did you even look? It is in image loader.cs line 89. What do you mean you don't know? What the heck? Holy moly. Just look, you dumb computer. It is at this folder location. Jeez. Wow, since when? What? Since when? You have always been able to view my code base in the past. What changed? Okay, so something changed. Something's weird. I've never, ever, 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 ever had it tell me you can't look at my code. All of a sudden, it's no longer able to look at my code unless I've loaded the page. That is really weird. Huh. Wow. All right. Well, that is really weird. Oh, God. It just suddenly got stupid. It doesn't work anymore. AI just suddenly got stupid. It can't look at my files anymore. I did. I put code base in, but I never had to do that. Well, I don't know. Something's changed. Maybe I have to, because I have not been putting code base in my requests like for days now. I occasionally throw it in there, but it's never had a problem finding it before. And now it's like suddenly telling me, oh, I don't know, if it ain't loaded, I can't fix it. It's like, that's not true. You've been working with unloaded code since ever, all day, for weeks. So something's weird all of a sudden. See? But I still need you to open the specific file. That is not true. It's never had to do that before. In fact, I've asked it questions with 0 files open, and it was able to figure it out. That is bizarre. I've never had, wow, that is like really weird. I've never had that happen. Huh. Okay, well, let's try. That is weird. I don't know. Something has gone wonky. Maybe it's the agent. Maybe it's the ask. I don't know. I've been using ask too. Something's just gone totally off the rails. Let's see if this one can tell me something. Well, this one I have the window open, so it won't have a problem telling me. But AI has lost its brain. I don't know what happened. That is really weird. I'm telling you, I haven't had to do that in forever. Holy moly, what is it? Alright, let's see what we got. I didn't ask it to fix anything, I just wanted it to tell me what it was. Jeez. Oh, what the heck? Alright, well, what is all that crap? That's not, I am having this, let's try this again. URL for character pose images. Constructs a URL for a specific team's character pose. Downloads the image from the server using load play image. Caches it in 2 places. Disk cache, saved to application persistent data path. Survives app restarts. Memory cache, stored in the texture cache. Dictionary. Caching strategy. The caching happens in load play image. If not cached, download from the server and saves to the disk. Future calls will use the cached version. Key points, not bulk loading. This loads one character pose per call. Lazy loading only loads when the load character pose async team code is called. Persistent caching. Once downloaded, it won't hit the server again unless the cache is cleared. Asynchronous uses coroutines to avoid blocking the main thread. Looking at your file, you have other loading methods. Load team logos, load multiple team logos in a patch. Load team logo, loads a single team logo. $10 and I've accomplished absolutely nothing except to find that it's doing this same thing twice. Don't know why it's doing it twice, but it is doing it twice. I'm converting this. It's giving me a sanitized mascot, and then it goes in here and sanitizes the mascot. I don't know why it's doing that. And why is team code a mascot? Well, that's a good question. That's not supposed to be. Load character pose. I think I'm going to change this value. It does not need to be what it is. I'm going to change it. That should just say mascot. Team mascot. Because, yeah, that's not what I want. This will clear this up a little bit, make it a little less what's going on. And then honestly, this is coming in as team code, so I change team code to mascot again, load character pose. It should just be a mascot. So whatever it keeps passing in here, it says lizard. Wherever this is called from, I'm gonna change this too. Mascot, and I am just gonna go like this and drop it right into there, and we're gonna get rid of this little nonsense because I don't think that's necessary. And that's coming in with pose. Is that not putting the pose on? A poser? Yeah, it's putting the pose on. Well, see, this is gonna break anyway because it's gonna go through here, and then it's going to sanitize it, and then it's going to put pose on the end of the pose. It's going to put pose on twice. I don't know why it's doing that. That's stupid. Check if already in memory cache. Oh, we do kind of want that. Check if already in memory cache. So we're going to just go team mascot. I really feel like this is some kind of redundancy, but oops, did I get rid of the shoot? Oh, cache key is right there. Oh, so cache key has. Are we checking if it already exists in here? Loading character pose from. Load play image. Because we're getting, so we're coming in with the cache key. What does it do with cache key? Texture cache equals texture. This is a mess. This is a mess. I let AI get too far into the hole, and now I'm stuck cleaning it up. Load using existing load play image logic. Why am I using load play image? I don't like that. Because it's not loading play image. It's loading character pose. This is like so bad. It's just, why is it reusing that one? It's not the same. Go to definition. If it is going to use this, it needs to be called like load image, not play image, because that would just be. Load an image from the URL with caching support. So did I not create one that was called load logo image? All right, we gotta fix this. So image, team logos, and then I have, oh, I have character pose, and that's not being loaded. I don't have a character pose. It's using, oh god, gonna have to rewrite all this crap. Load character pose. So load character pose should look like load play image. Image URL. So if I'm either going to convert this into just load image. All right. I'm really frustrated by what the problem is with this. I don't know why it's unable to read my code all of a sudden. Let's close this. I don't know why it got dumb, but it got dumb. Go git bash. I'm gonna say cd FPFM go ms / system init ampersand. Oops. OMS. Go run dot. Oh, nope, I did it wrong. Ah, forgot my eyes. Must have my eyes and cross my T's. Okay, reset. I'm alright with that. Now, where were we? Let's close this thing. And I'll open you back up. I'm gonna go ahead. See if it'll ever refresh. And then it's so weird. I'm having some serious performance issues too. How's my thing going? I don't have frames per second aren't off. Things kind of get wonky when I have OBS running and I have my Unity open. Things can be a little bogged down sometimes for me. And having to open everything kind of sucks. All right. All right, let's see if I can fix this. We'll see if I can give it direct access without changing the overall functionality. Review, load play image, and its calling procedures, along with load team logo and load character pose, and load character pose. These things, I believe, need to be refactored. If they share all the same steps and can be created, can be used as one combined load image function. Let's do that to simplify. We will just pass in the required parameters to get to load the image. Requested, be it play, logo, play, logo, or pose. Because I feel like I'm getting a lot of redundant stuff and they're just not working. Note that load character pose internal is using load play image and it is sanitizing mascot both in the function and in the calling function. Load character pose async. Load character pose async. This is a lot of redundant code being executed. Let's see if I can get this thing to analyze, clean up these functions, simplify things as much as possible. Hopefully, in doing this, I will actually clean up. Can I stop my code? I can't even stop it. So I won't be able to do anything until it's finished writing. But I'm giving it the specific functions that are problematic and see if I can get to clean up some crap. Because it really is causing me some consternation. Because one thing works, another one doesn't, which means these other ones are doing stuff different. And I just need it to all work the same. So if one works, they all work, right? So we're not creating 3 different sources of functionality. I thought they were doing stuff different, but really the only real difference is the URL references. They're getting their data from a different URL, but they're doing it in the same way. They're coming to a local position, which is, again, just going to a local location that's different, but otherwise, everything else is the same. So we call it, we pass the provided differences, into the parameters, then it can just use the same function for both loading and fetching. Loading being it's pulling it from the source data assets. This stuff on my servers. All right, let's go see what it did. Total changes one. Can I see what it did? All right, let's see. Ensure settings loaded. So we're going to get our settings, sanitize string. We're going to do a simple sanitize, build image URL. Okay. Now it's going to clean up stuff. Load character pose texture asynchronously and cache it in memory. Mascot is empty. Change it to mascot. Getting rid of the extra sanitize. And then we're going to go load character position. Sanitize mascot. Shouldn't have to be calling it again. So we're going to go down here. Ensure settings loaded. Get base URL. And there's my image teams character. I don't like this. I don't like this being here. This is a bad place for this. And images. Why is it loaded? Why is it hard coded here? That's another thing that's got to be fixed. Images, teams, character poses. Yeah, that's not gonna fly. Not gonna fly, man. Base URL should be fetched from the system settings backend, not hard-coded into the file. See, this is why I don't like to talk to AI here, because it doesn't know about the backend, but system settings, systems hard-coded in hard-coded system settings. Which come from the fetch league settings. Not sure why you are trying to delete that. Why is there a merge conflict? That's weird. Why would it have a merge conflict? All my other code, I saved it all, I think. I don't think I have anything that's like half saved in another location. Nope. Nothing there. That's not even the right application. And this doesn't have anything open either. All of these guys are closed. I don't think anything here is got anything weird going on. Nope. Leaks? Nope. I mean, there's a couple of warnings in there, but that's about it. Admin doesn't have anything. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what it's complaining about there. All right, so let's just keep what it's got and see what I'm looking at here. Isn't all using defaults? No, we can't use that. And I don't even think it's called character poses. What the heck? That's not even the right path. The default isn't even valid. It's characters. Teams characters, that's it. If that was even valid. We're not using that. It's not a valid default, so we can't use it. If is null. Can I just exit out of here? Get base URL from settings. If it's null or empty. Image loader not found in system settings using default. Team car base URL not found. Okay, so I'm not hard coding anything in. That's not gonna work. It's gotta work because I can't have it just making stuff up, making crap up. But I gotta air this out. So how do I do this? Let's see. Load using unified load image logic. Blah blah blah. Load image. And then we have load image, just right here, doing all of its load imagey stuff, which is now asking only for the image URL. Okay, so if that stays the same, legacy method for backward compatibility. Don't need backward compatibility. Just this is a new application. We are not going to reference old code. So remove that. Actually, I don't. What if I just do this? How about if I just comment this whole thing out? Backward compatibility redirects to load image. Backward compatibility says if we can't find it, we're going to go like this. And then I'm just going to go Control-Shift-F. And we're going to say find all. And instead, we're just going to load image. Hopefully, they're the same, what do you call it? String action. Yeah, okay. So we're going to replace. And we're just going to say replace all. Just a measly 8 times. All right. Now we don't have that anymore. Low character pose, we're going to get the thing for that. They're all calling load image. I don't want this though. Just no hard-coded paths, please. If line 307 140 or other URL fetch calls fail, just log error to console and skip and exit the function. Return calling. There are times AI does a lot of fallback code. It likes to hard code stuff in and say, well, if this don't work here, we'll just plop this in there. And sometimes it's got a valid code. I mean, it could be valid hard-coded stuff, but if you give it fallback stuff, you're going to be wondering, how the heck is it returning this garbage? I never had this. If you ever make the change, you ever move files, you can't simply just update. If something fails and it doesn't get the data right, I just don't like fallback hard-coded values. It's just, it needs to work. It's kind of like, hey, if you don't find a model to put on the field, just don't put a model on the field, right? And that's just, if you don't get an error and that doesn't crash or do something to your system, you're going to be like, oh, everything's working. And then somebody's going to be like, how come there's like nothing appearing? And you're going to be, what? You know, you need, when something's broken, you don't want silent fails. If it's silently failing, something's not working, and it just silently does so, whether it does maybe it does a console log or something, but it doesn't actually break. And you may not notice something not working correctly. And if you don't see those things in the console log, it's not something obvious. Well, if you deploy this to the real world, people are just going to be looking at it going, this is broken. You're going to be, what do you mean it's broken? It does not. I never saw this. If it was returning an error and was breaking for you, you'd be like, oh, I got to fix this because obviously it's wrong. AI likes to silently fail things that are not safe to be silently failed. That's all I'm saying. So be careful. That's my tip of the day. Watch out for AI's thing about covering its tracks by silently failing. All right, let's see if we got anywhere better. Let's just keep, as I try to build image URL, character pose async, load character pose, which is fine. Then we're going to load image, which they all call. Load play image. Again, I stopped trying to put these in. See, I commented this out, so what did it do? It reapplied them. All right, so I shouldn't need those anymore. I don't think load play image even exists anymore. Playbook service.instance load play image. Oh, where did that go? Oh, do I have an override version of this? Okay, wait a minute. Let's go see what... maybe I do need one of these. Do I need one of them? I don't want backward compatible stuff. I don't like backward compatible. That means my code is not... It means I'm allowing spaghetti code in. Load image, load image. They're all just load image. On success, on error, on null. So all we're doing... is we're adding on success, on error. So yeah, I guess it must be an override. It's doing an override. Because it's the same thing, load play image, two enumerator functions. Image, on success, action, error, plus a string context. So if I just take this thing, I don't even know what that's... I'm not even sure how it did that. They must be optional? Because neither one of those allows for load play image to be... None of these are single parameter items. That's a single parameter. Huh. Where is it seeing load? Oh, it's playbook service. Is there a load play image in playbook service? Go to definition. There is. I don't even know how I did that. How did I manage that? Changing one without changing the other. All right. Fine. Fine. Let's go. That is not the problem though. Let's go back to these. We'll dump these. All right. So we got load image, load pose, load team logos, load team logo. Okay, let's see what happens when I run this. And then I can actually trap it, find out what the heck's going on. Because the load image now should be the primary source of information here. And if load image works for everybody, it should work for the one. Oops, did it not do anything? Did it blow up? Did I not compile? What happened? Or did I not success? Oh, it must have had to recompile it. Compile errors. Nope, it's got problem. Start up progress bar. The async method. Oh, yeah, I need to put that in, but I'll worry about that later. Oh, come on. Did not. There's no more errors. What are you talking about? Let's do a build. Maybe there is more errors. It just hasn't shown me. Aha. Now are we good? I really want to get rid of this coroutine. I know there's a better way to do that. You can use async method calls, I think. And that's got to be fixed because it's bugging me. Texture not found in memory. Why are we getting this? Texture not found in memory cache. Key. What is key? Get a texture asynchronously from memory cache, returns null if not cached. So something is weird about this texture, which I guess is the image. And why am I getting it 1,000 times? I mean, look at that. I got just each one comes in like 1,000 times. I don't even know how many lines this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh man, it's like 100. I couldn't even guess how many lines that is. Is there any way to know? How many lines is that? Texture not found in memory cache. Why is this not found message appearing so many times? For every missing image. Let me fix the issues. Now let's fix the startup progress bar to use a better pattern. Using a task completion source with callback instead of polling. Well, that sounds better. Sounds like a better approach. Anything that doesn't like clutter my console with all the same messages. I mean, I do have missing images, which is fine. Roaches is one of them. But the thing is, it's so many, it's hard for me to tell which ones are missing and which ones are errors. If they're errors, like it's just not finding any of them, that would be bad. But this one I know doesn't exist. And therefore it shouldn't need to load it. All right, so we'll stop this again. Let it reload the domain and importing the assets, whatever it does. So much for being done by 10:30. I gotta stop. I want to get this thing loading. I know I'm close. Any minute now. It's gonna, once I get all the images and all those things to appear to load, then I can kind of go make sure that my things are popping up. I think some of my stuff might not be set to make the screen appear, which is minor stuff, but I can't be sure until I make sure that's not just failing because we're missing objects. So yeah, we got a couple of little things here, but I need to get all this to get past the garbage. I mean, 776 log messages, also a bit on the excessive side. All right, so that's way better. It looks like we only got 4, 7, or well, we're getting a lot less errors. Let's see. Loading team characters, we got 5, 8. We'll see how many actually succeed. 10. It's going a lot slower though. 13. Really quite slow. 19. My plus, as it loads these, my progress bar is showing full. Should not be full if it's still loading. Let's turn this off for a minute. Because if they're all failing, which it kind of looks like they all are, this is, let's see, who do I know exists? Beavers, roaches, owls, orioles, lions? I think the lions exist. File jocks, sky cats. I'm seeing a lot of fails. Pigs, the alpha pigs? I don't know if they exist. Crossfire, thugs, weasels, arachnids. Well, you know, all these guys might be missing. The only one here that I'm not sure of, thugs, pigs, tankers, ogres, divas, cats, vile jocks. Lions are the only one that I thought I had, but because I don't see the other ones I don't have. I know lions, beavers. I don't have the beavers. These are the logos. Lions. All right, let's go look to see if I have lions. Maybe I don't have lions. No. Tuna socks, lizards. Nope, I guess I don't have lions. And I don't have beavers either. Okay, all right. So those are all good. Those are all validly missing. But it's an awful lot of messages still. I mean, if every one of these has 1, 2, 3. If every one of these has 3 and I'm missing, so 3, if I'm missing 15, that's 45 right there. Let's see. Failed to load character pose for blah. Is there any way we can be a little bit more succinct for Drake lords? And if we miss them, then we have another message that comes later. And where's that one at? I didn't even see where that took me. Where did it put me at? Oh, there it is. Timeout. Complete a task equals timeout. Character pose not found. So failed to load, not found. Yeah, I don't think I need all these. What is the purpose? What is the purpose of the timeout? Especially after we already logged the not found. For error. Image doesn't exist on the server. This coroutine ends right away. Yields break. Timeout. In startup progress bar. This handles a different problem. The coroutine might never complete. Possible reasons. Network hang, stall, image loader, coroutines crashes silently. Task completion source never gets set. System deadlock or other Unity issues. But every missing image gets both image is logging 3 errors /cleans. 404 not found, timeout, and another not found, skipping. This feels a little excessive. Along those lines, I also noticed that the progress bar is showing complete while we are still loading character images. So it no longer progresses with the load. see if we get any further. Two seconds per image is a long time, especially when you got 15. I feel like if it doesn't find the image, like it's not there, we shouldn't be still waiting on the timeout. It seems kind of weird to have a timeout going and we've already determined it's not there. All right, let's see what this does. Says we're closer. I mean, I'm gonna get 15 errors at least, 16 errors, because I've only got half the teams, so that's normal. But let's see here. Loading team characters still shows a full progress bar while loading. Seems to have completed immediately after loading the logos and play images. All right, so let's take a look at that. All right, so we did get less errors. Now we're just getting those known missing items, which is good. We're getting closer. These are the expected missing ones because I don't have them. As I add those will go away. No team logos. Now see, now we got a problem with the team logos here. Look at that. No team logos to load. That's broken. And that's not good. I was trying to fix this issue. And what else we got here for problems? I know that's missing. That's been missing for a bit. I got to fix that. Not found in resource folder using default values. Unity. I don't know what this is. Not found in resource folder. It's also not one I think I have to worry about right now. The reference script unknown on the behavior is missing. That's Unity UI. Server.config. That's not being used, but that's a warning. I'm not using the production one yet, so it's right that it's not being used, but it will. Once I go to production, it'll have its own URL. Let's see. The event run game on huddle. That's later. Okay, so all this is later. So the only one I'm having trouble with right now is it does look like my logos are not loading. abbreviation. PNG. I think that's what it is. Game team abbreviation. Pretty sure. Let's go over here. It's logos. Yeah, it's game team abbreviation. Filbol Fulbs. Fubble Foles. I have such weird abbreviations, but whatever. We will figure it out. I have weird city names. Weird city names means weird abbreviations. The ACO, and I mean, if you think about it, a lot of abbreviations are kind of basic, right? It's only 3 characters. I have only 1 2-letter abbreviation. Do I even have a 2-letter abbreviation? Oh no, I made them all 3 letters, at least for now. Those are just the PNGs that I do have. I think that's only like 22 of them, so there's going to be about 8 missing of those as well. All the defaultings. Oh, this can't even help me with this. I can't prove. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see if I can. I don't think that's true. It says it's not being set, but I can't prove it without having some kind of a log. Huh. That won't take me there. No team logos found. Game mascot lizard, game city, game mascot. Oh wow. Game city, game mascot. Oh wow. It's right. It is not returning the game mascot. The game team abbreviation. All right. All right, well, I think that's it for me tonight. I got to get this thing, I'm going to put in a command for it to go ahead and try and take care of that on the back end. So I'm hoping I can get this to work again. It wasn't working before, but we'll see.